The next simple thing you can do with Starfish is setting up office hours. And to do that, all you need to do is click on the office hours button, upper left-hand corner. But before we set office hours up, I want to give you some information about your office hours. In this setup scenario, this is where students can actually make appointments with you within a block of time you have set up for office hours. And the students have their ability to access your office hours from their dashboard and their Starfish environment. Later on in an additional tutorial video, I'll show you how to set your office hours up and have it interoperate or interconnect with your Outlook calendar. But that'll be later on with an additional video tutorial. So it's quite simple to set up basic office hours. You notice all the prompts here. You can follow through quite quickly. You can choose either going to be weekly. You have the choice of choosing between weekly, daily, weekly, monthly, and you can see these particular choices. You can repeat specific days of the week, or you can select on a specific day. As you can see, it's quite intuitive. When you pick a time, you just really need to enter in the first number, and you can see that the time frames come up, and you can just choose the specific time. You can choose where. Now notice in this particular scenario, I just have one location. In just a second, I'll show you how to add additional locations, just in case you do have different locations here on campus, or you might want to meet students possibly in the library or in the dining hall, and I'll show you how to set those up. You can determine whether you're going to allow walk-ins or just scheduled appointments, and you can determine how long your appointments are going to be. So it is quite intuitive. Once you are through filling this information out, all you're going to want to do is then hit submit. Also keep in mind you can add some text with regards to your appointments, especially if you're advising. It could be possibly for scheduling for the fall classes or spring classes, really up to you. But again, when you're done, you can just click on the submit button. Let me show you one additional feature with regards to scheduling office hours. If you come over now to the area right underneath your name and click the down arrow, and then click the area where it says appointment preferences, this is where you can get a bit more granular in setting up your office hours. So again, you have the choice of selecting a standard time frame for set of hours. You can decide your scheduling deadlines. As you can see here, the day before office hours, the day of after office hours. You can set time frames. You can indicate always you are allowing drop-ins. But one of the most important features here is where you might want to add an additional location. And you can see now my office hours are only in Mitchell Hall, the office I'm presently in. But let's say I want to add another location. It's quite simple to do. All I'll do is click on the green button. A dialog window pops up. I have a choice of different types of locations. In this case, I can say it's either going to be a phone type of a session, elsewhere, or online. I'll choose elsewhere. I can name it, and maybe in this case we're going to name it the library. And I can leave some instructions in there that might say I'm on the first floor of a library, or it might be over in the lounge area of a library. You can do that. And once you do that, that is then added to the main wizard that you used earlier to set up your office hours. In this case, I'll hit never mind because I'm not going to be scheduling office hours. When done, you can go back to your home tab, and now your office hours are now set. And to give an example, here's a situation where one of my students has actually set up office hours, and that was done through the scheduling wizard the student has, but he scheduled during the office hours that I had set up. So it is quite simple to set up office hours.